So we're pulling the brake assemblies back apart because I got a complete hardware kit this time, and it fulfills all of the requirements of the system as opposed to just a couple. New adjusters, new bar, new return spring. I believe it comes with a new retainer as well. New pinion bearing. We changed the shim pack just a little bit. We went from 0.010 to 0.007 for the shim pack. I am using a Yukon crush sleeve eliminator kit here, and we're just starting with a base measurement. When you do these eliminator kits, you're gonna have to take it apart a couple times just until you get the rotating resistance correct. I think it's 15 to 35 foot-pound on this thing. So of course we're shooting for the middle of the target range. So we're tight on this nut, and there's not enough preload, so if I decrease the shim pack, it lets the bearings get closer together, which creates more preload. So we're gonna remove a couple of those big shims and go a little bit smaller. See what happens. We installed the crush sleeve eliminator kit with it was a 0.3 millimeter shim, and there was too little resistance, too little preload. So I am installing without a shim now, because it was either that or we go to 0.2 millimeter, and that's not a very large difference. So we're going to try it without first, and then we'll go from there. I would say that's about 12 inch-pounds of resistance. Technically, specification is 15 to 25 on this thing. I just double-checked myself. So we're 3 inch-pounds low. So I'm going to tighten this nut just a little bit more. I know that's not supposed to affect preload, but I'm going to. Alright, I just increased the torque on the pinion nut from 120 foot-pound to 145 foot-pound, and we still have about 12 foot-pound, 12 inch-pound. I'm going to call that good. Tighten the passenger side adjuster to try and free up a little bit of space here. Let's see what we're rocking now. Get it? Rocking the ring gear. I love dad jokes. Alright, so we got 011 right now, which is close enough for me. We're looking for a target range of 006 to 008, and I'm gonna shoot for like 007, because that's a great number. After tightening the driver's side, loosening the passenger side, we're at 0055, so we're gonna loosen the passenger side just a little tiny bit more, tighten the driver's side, come in on that 003 mark is what we're looking for right now, and then after we do that we can torque everything. Torque the clip caps to 100. Okay, we're at 0035, we're going to increase the torque. 0075 is what I'm going to call the final backlash. Now, we're going to tighten the driver's side adjuster, and then we're going to come back, we're going to double check this one more time. So we're not going to take this off just yet, okay? Alright. Pinion bearing preload set properly. Pinion depth I'm pretty sure I'm happy with. I was using a setup bearing and I like the gear pattern. I'm going to use this original marking, and that marking is accurate as long as we're in this position here. I just got done setting backlash for the last time, hopefully. I don't want to jinx myself here, but I'm pretty stoked. Let's paint these gears and see what happens. Alright, that's a pattern. Let's see what it looks like. Got the driveline hooked up, brakes back together, backlash is set properly. Diff is still empty. RTV was sitting overnight. I'm gonna put the wheels back on here in a second, and then we're gonna fill the diff and take it for a drive and see what happens after we bleed the brakes, because I had to replace the wheel cylinders when I did the brakes. I lost a ½ ounce in wheel weights, and so I'm gonna make a phone call real quick. So after that last installation, I was super happy with the gear pattern. Driving it over the last couple days, it's been driving really good. No moaning, no groaning, no humming. I have a small leak like right at the fill plug, so I need to get a new fill plug for this thing for sure. I will have to open the differential cover back up in 500 miles just to drain and fill it back up after the braking period. While I was bleeding the brakes, I decided to go ahead and replace the front brake calipers as well. I did the light duty 2500. I believe it's a 7700 gross vehicle weight option for the same year 1998 2500 models. And I did a little bit of checking into it, and I guess the master cylinders are the same part number across both the 15, 25 and 3500s, and so technically, you know, the fluid capacity of the master is going to suffice for any of those caliper setups. Brake power feels really good. Obviously the calipers that were on here were like 20 some odd years old, but we learned something. Hopefully you learned something. This was not a tutorial, but hopefully, you know, it breaks some barriers for you if you're wanting to set up your own axle in the future. I hope you take the leap. Just remember, it's trial and error, and if you're not 100% confident, get it verified. I think altogether I pulled the thing apart 5 times, and so if I can do it, you can do it. I did it in my front yard. True Tahoe build out here. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.